Welcome back, guys, to the next episode of How to Sculpt a Dinosaur. It's the voting on my Instagram decided that we're not gonna make a T-Rex. We're gonna change this to the Indominus Rex. So if you wanna make sure that your decision or like you get your vote for the next tutorial, my Instagram is linked in the comments down below. My name on Instagram is Sculpture for Life, so I hope to see you there and that you're gonna vote. Yeah, so we're gonna change it into Indominus Rex. It's gonna be a little bit of extra work, but I think we're gonna be fine. It's not that much work. We're just gonna need to like reshape the arms and reshape the head basically. And before we guys begin, I just need to make sure. I just want to tell you guys that you can use any software for this. We just talk about the sculpting fundamentals on this channel, but so you can use Blender, Zbrush, Mudbox, whatever software you like. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, because let's begin now. Okay, it looks very much like a T-Rex now. So first thing we need to do is start to change the overall proportions, so it's starting to look more like Indominus Rex. And I just think again, I just take up a reference at the side here so I can have something to work from. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, so Indominus Rex is a little bit more like thinner. I really like this T-Rex face, so this hurts a little bit in my soul, but we're still gonna do it because you guys voted on it. So just make it a little bit more like slim, and the neck, it's not this like powerful looking. It's a little bit more like this. Then the head shape is very like boxy and very simple. The shape is gonna go up like this. So here is a curve right here. Really make sure. I'm just gonna like smooth it out a little bit just so I get it's easier to change the overall proportions. And today I told you guys in the last episode we're gonna put extra much work into the head today. So we're just gonna start with overall proportions and then put most of our time to sculpting the head, changing overall proportions and making it look really good. Okay, so yeah, just making the like lower jaw a little bit like thinner, because Dinosaur Rex has a really thin lower jaw. Making sure that it's not like any like shapes like this on Dinosaur Rex. It's very plain and very basic. This shape right here, it's a little bit too visible, so make it more like this square looking shape, because the shape is there but it's very like square looking. Just gonna take a reference image from the front so we can really like work the guy work this guy up from the front as well. That is pretty slim as well, so make sure to really like slim the head down a little bit. Make sure this enormous eyebrow the Dinosaur Rex has is like a triangle shape down to the nose like this. You can already see it's starting to look a lot more like the Indominus Rex. Make sure the nose, not nose, but front of the jaw is like this round eye shape, but a little bit slimmer than the T-Rex. And now I'm just erasing the shape here, so it's looking a little bit more like that. I think that's starting to look a little bit more like the Indominus Rex. Yeah, that looks way better actually. Let's just create this nice shape here. So get this nice curve here. Make sure that this nice curve is here and like hollow inside of here. Yeah, something like this, and then just making the jaw a little bit thinner from the sides, so it's like this nice triangular shape. And then we can just make this a little bit smaller and a little bit thinner, the overall jaw even more. So just pull it in like this. I'm using the move brush, move brush. Not really sure what it's called, but yeah, to just change the overall proportions like this. But you can see it doesn't really look like the Indominus Rex from like this side. So we're just gonna make some few and really quick tweaks to make it look more like the Indominus Rex. Give me 1 second to find a nice looking reference. I think I'm gonna use, yeah, it gotta be this one. I just found my reference, so now I'm just gonna show you guys. The Indominus Rex don't really got this like loose skin as clearly as the T-Rex, so we're just gonna like move that upwards to like erase it and create this like really like more raptor looking neck. You can already see that this looks way more like Indominus Rex. Make sure that the neck doesn't extrude too much up like this. It's gonna need pretty like square looking, or less shape at least. And here it's gonna go like a triangle downwards, so make sure that you take the shape and make it like a triangle down like this, with at least like very square. I just want to mask the legs out right now so I don't like affect them too much. Just give me 1 second, like this. And then can you just like pull this down like a triangle. I see, yeah, that looks way better actually. It looks more like Indominus Rex. So the Indominus Rex is more like this slim creature that's makes it way easier for Indominus Rex to walk around in its like environment quickly. So make sure that this like curve here, it's just very simple and very nice. And the tail gotta be a little bit more upwards to make it look a little bit more like elegant, or yeah, more like elegant. It's probably the word I would use. Still want it to look really strong and powerful from the front, so I'm not gonna do too much changes. I'm gonna make it a little bit slimmer though, because the Indominus Rex in the movie isn't like full grown, so it ain't gonna be as thick as the T-Rex. Making the head a little bit slimmer as well. So just making some very easy slight changes to the proportions. Making the sides here not sticking out like this, making it more like square and more less pronounced, more as a raptor. Yeah, so that's really important. And the leg is actually a little bit more like together like this, so make sure that you just press it a little bit together and make it a little bit like slimmer, but don't be very careful because it can really easily look very weird when you're just pushing all the proportions together like this. So be sure to change it. I'm just gonna push this shape a little bit inwards like this, and now I would say it looks way more like the Indominus Rex. Doesn't really look like a T-Rex anymore. See, yes, with some very easy changes, we just change it to an Indominus Rex instead of a T-Rex. So if you have a dinosaur base, it's really simple to just mix it up and create an entirely new dinosaur. Yeah, now I think we're just gonna create some very basic arms, because the Indominus Rex actually got pretty big arms. If you compare it to the T-Rex, it's got so tiny arms. So we're just gonna start off with creating the arms a little bit. Masking to begin with. Yeah, you see, I'm gonna need to erase the entire arms and just moving them out so it's easy to like move them around. I'm just doing the overall structure to begin with, like that. Then I gonna try to add the like hands kinda. Just need a little bit cleaner topology right there. Yeah, like this, and masking out these parts, so you just can like sculpt the hand, basic hand shape like this. You can see it's very simple. Just using the move tool and the inflate tool to just create this like basic shapes. Then the move tool to create this like 90-degree elbow angle right here. Creating the bicep, really making sure it's more pronounced, and the tricep as well. Here is really easy to just look at like some human anatomy reference. There's a ton of it online. So really make sure that you just create like shapes more like this. Get the arms in there as well. Then I'm just gonna fix the topology so it's nice and like smooth, or yeah. So it's like the same topology all over. But I think it's starting to look way more like in Dinosaur Rex, guys. I hope you guys also think that. But in Dinosaur Rex, is there some more major changes I want to do before we start with the head? Yeah, I just want to change the arms up a little bit more. Making them a little bit slimmer here. And making sure that the arms muscles are really like big and strong. But now it needs a lot more shoulder muscle to be able to hold this, like move these arms. So I'm just gonna add some really big shoulder muscles. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna show you how to make them. So you see it right here. Shoulder muscle is gonna connect like to this point right here, because the bicep is gonna connect right here. So remove the bicep if you have it like here. It's gonna connect right over here. Smearing out to make it look nice right now. Shoulder muscle is gonna connect from here. And it's 3 different parts like that. Looks a little bit weird right now, but we're gonna fix it. We're just gonna start with smoothing it out, using the move tool right now. Fixing our proportions, making sure that biceps are giving some room for the pectoral muscles, the chest muscles to breathe, and then just adding the like, making it on the lower part of the like arm, making sure that this part is thicker and this part is way thinner, because here is only like just like more of the bone showing. Here's where the muscles are. So make sure that this is thicker and here's way thinner, and really make sure that like wrist is clearly showing, that you know where you've placed the wrist on your sculpture. So I'm just gonna use the move tool to indicate where I want the wrist, just like that. You see the arms look a little bit ridiculous right now, but we can just move them forward a little bit like this and it's gonna look way better. Just like that. Good, okay. Adding like basic thumb structure as well. That's usually move mirror brush to just add it. Okay, can like see that? Like this, but creating more of the arms we're gonna do in the next episode. So let's jump right to the head right now and just make it look a little bit better. Just gonna find a good reference. So just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna use these 2 references. Nice. First thing we need to do is just to use, I'm using the clay builder brush and just inverting it to like create this like cavity here. It's from the bone structure. Adding this like part from behind here, because it's actually how dinosaur skeletons look. And a cavity right here as well. The biggest cavity is in front, medium in the middle, and smallest at the furthest at the end of the head right here. So be sure that you add the cavity and don't make them in the right sizes, if you like to say it so. Add the eyebrow kind of like here. Now it looks probably a little bit cartoonish in the beginning. And here you want that like sharp triangle shape like this. Just using the like, I used to play a build-up brush, but I would really recommend using the trim dynamic to get this like really nice angular shape like I'm getting right now. I'm very lazy with my brushes and don't like to change brush if I don't need to. So I'm gonna use the trim dynamic here as well now to just change the overall proportions and make sure that the planes are reading well here, creating planes here at all different sides here, you see? Right here, and making sure that these planes are really like reading a lot better. But you can see this cavity right here looks a little bit too big. So make sure it looks like a triangle kinda. Like so. And eyebrow needs to be like really big on the Dinosaur because it's one of its most important feature. I'm just gonna use this smooth brush to smooth it out just a little bit, not that much, but something like that, to make sure that it's starting to look more like the Indominus Rex. And I think we're doing some great progress here, guys. So make sure that you get a little bit wider, so make the eyes a little bit more close in, and see this part right here. Make sure that it's going a little bit more inwards, so there is more space for like the eyes, but you need to like really sharpen it up as well, so it's difficult shape to get right. You see, now it looks super weird. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that and gonna tweak it more later. Now I'm gonna use the trim dynamic brush or the flattening brush. Just create some more planes here. You can see now it looked a little bit weird here, but we're just gonna make the move tool, just move this into place, making it a little bit thinner to make him look more like a a little more like a crocodile jaw, like in a movie. Making this part a little bit more square, making like the eyebrow really like prominent, and really making sure that this part is getting this nice curve shape. Yeah, but that's pretty much like the base sculpture of the head. We maybe actually have time to create like the base structure for the hand as well, because I would like in the next episode to start with some more like mid-frequency detail and really like start to detail this guy up. So I hope we can can get this guy done in or the base done in like 2 more episodes, maybe 3, and then create like scales in the episode after that. It would be awesome, I think. So yeah, we're gonna work on the let's work on the hands a little bit now, because now we get the base structure of the head here. It actually looked like the Indominus Rex, so that's really good. Okay, it's gonna start with the thumb here. I'm just gonna hide the this part of the body, because I just wanna see the hands here right now. You can kinda see it's not super much work here, but yeah, we need to gonna be a little bit mask out some parts like this. Just bring them back just like that, and smoothing it out a little bit just to get these basic shapes down, and then bringing it back, making sure it's smoothed out a lot as well, like that. Now I'm just gonna change the topology a little bit. So if you work in Blender, make sure that they what's called iDino is on, so you can just smooth it out by hand and not need to change the topology. I like to change the topology, so that's what I'm most comfortable with, so that's what I'm gonna do. But if you work in Blender, make sure to use the Dino and just smooth it out very carefully. Here now we're creating more like these finger shapes. Make sure to try to make the fingers a little bit more slim. You can see I'm doing here, just creating the base. Making sure that the hand got this nice curve like this. I'm using the move tool to fix the curve. The Dinosaur only has 3 fingers and 1 thumb. So make sure to add all this detail later on with claws and stuff like this. That's what we're gonna do later, but right now we're just gonna focus on the overall gesture of the hand. Changing the topology once more. Give it 1 second, guys, it's only loading right now. Yeah, like this. And now we're just gonna take 1 finger at a time. The middle finger is the largest finger, so we're gonna start with that one. Just blocking it out, creating some more shape like this using the move tool to get these like 3 nice knuckles like this. In the overall shapes of the fingers down. Something like this. Just inverting the mask. Just trying to create some more fingers. You see it's a little bit thin here right now, so I'm just gonna thicken it up with using the move tool. Smoothing out the tip to make it look a little bit more natural. Then I'm gonna create the last finger. Exactly the same method. Just using the move tool to move the topology or geometry in shape, whatever word you prefer. Yeah, just like this, you can see it's not super difficult, but it takes a little bit of time. You can see now we have 3 like very basic shapes of fingers. And it's time for the thumb. Make sure to make the thumb more like outwards like this. Yeah, really like, yeah, something like this kinda. Looks a bit a little weird right now, but it's gonna look better when we add more more detail in the next episode. Make sure to add this like bone structure to the thumb right here, this 90-degree angle. Noting Dinosaur's thumb is pretty much just like a triangle, so I'm not gonna do a lot of work on it in this episode. But I don't like the her arms are rotated, or the hands I mean. So I'm just gonna mask out the hands and rotate them up a little bit. Yeah, now it's just loading. Sorry for that, guys. Give me 1 second. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. And share this video. That was now it has loaded. Now the loading is done, so we can just continue working on this guy. Let's see here now. Yeah, now the hands are way better placed, and we're gonna create the elbow a little bit more strongly. Yeah, you see I'm just moving the arm shapes into place. Make it a little bit thicker here and thinner right here. As I told you guys before, it's really important. But not overdo the shapes of the thumb shapes here, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit more back so it looks less overdone. You can add this like muscle right here. Looks a little bit more natural. We're just gonna leave it like this for now. We're gonna add a lot more shape to this part later. But for now that's pretty much good enough. Just a basic hand shape. So I just think we're gonna add some basic structure. Just using the damp standard brush to just carve in some more details in the face, making sure that the triangle cavities here, all these different cavities, making sure that they actually work like this. Smooth it out a little bit just to get it a little bit more clean looking. Just gonna see if we can change some more proportions to this guy, and then this episode is gonna be finished. I'm gonna end this episode. But he's gonna change some very few proportions first. The head, moving it a little bit more like back like this, and making sure this triangle of the face right here is a little bit more backwards. It looks a little bit weird now, guys, but it's gonna look way better when we add mid-frequency and stuff like that. It's gonna move the like overall leg a little bit more backwards with the just move tool. Adding this curvature up with the move tool as well. Add a triangular shape to the overall body, just like kind of like an elephant. Making the tail a little bit longer with the move tool as well. It's a lot of move tool, just moving the clay around. And do the same with the neck, just moving it around a little bit. The arms, we can kind of make sure that they don't look too wide, because he's not, I don't think she's going to the gym, so let's just make the bicep a little bit smaller like this. Add the overall shape to the arms. Yeah, and I can see one clear thing with the feet as well. So just make sure to do a little bit outwards like this, so it's this nice, like, how should you say this, like, not curve, but like zigzaggy thing with legs, so you can see the bone structure. Yeah, but that was everything I got for you guys for this episode. I hope you liked it. Please smash that subscribe button, comment down below what you think of the video, and if you have any questions, comment them down below as well. And if you wanna vote for the next tutorial, or vote for stuff for my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram. And my name I'm linking it down. It's a link down below for my Instagram. And then otherwise, my name is Sculpt for Life on Instagram as well. So I hope to see you there. Hope you like this video. Real fun teaching you, showing you guys how to turn a T-Rex into the Indominus Rex. Once again, smash that subscribe button, and I see you next time, guys. Bye bye.